Yeah, it was very humiliating to say the least. I've been kicked once by a zebra. I thought I'd broken something, but luckily I did not. I was bitten once by a very angry lion.
Oh dear.
Luckily, that was all. Yeah. I've been scratched a lot, but those are not really close calls.
Yeah.
So, yeah, once in a while there are accidents, but as you gain more experience, you learn how to be more careful.
It's been a while since I last recorded a podcast on the road. But thanks to technology, I've been able to catch up with an incredible guest remotely right in time for a week filled with celebrations. This week, as we mark the International Day for Veterinary Medicine and reflect on the International Wildlife Conservation Day, which I know happened just a few days ago, right here on the Jonathan Benaya podcast, I bring you a special series highlighting a category of unsung conservation heroes, Uganda's wildlife vets. In an all-new episode coming to the podcast this Sunday, I sit down with a young but amazing wildlife vet. And to do this, we'll have to take a short virtual trip just a few kilometers out of Kampala to the CTC Conservation Center in Butambala. And here we'll speak to Dr. Martina, who is the resident wildlife vet, as she shares her inspiring journey of breaking barriers as a woman in this largely men-dominated field. We'll also get to hear about her deep connection with the animals that she gets to work with on a daily basis, and this practice that she's so passionate about. The episode uncovers what it's truly like to be a wildlife vet. We'll dig deep into what motivates them, what fascinates them, and also hear about the challenges that wildlife vets face. But most importantly, I'd like to hear about what contributions they make to conservation in Africa and the world at large. So join me this Sunday on the Jonathan Benaya podcast as we celebrate nature's heroes who dedicate their lives to our natural world. As I said, this episode goes live ahead of the International Day for Veterinary Medicine, and nuggets from our conversation will also feature on our sister show, the Africa Safari podcast. The Africa Safari podcast is a safari storytelling series that is also available on all major streaming platforms, including Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, YouTube Music, and for my friends tuning in the US, you will be able to access both the Jonathan Benaya podcast and the Africa Safari podcast on iHeartRadio as well. Alright, let's meet on Sunday.
The Jonathan Benaya podcast is not only inspired by nature and travel, but by the people that work in it and those that are passionate about it.